Hi, and welcome to Rabbit Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I'll be doing a collective read today. Now, for those of you who have been here before, you'll know that I've been putting chapter markers in on the timeline and in the description box below. It doesn't always show up on the timeline, but it's definitely in the description box below with any links of cards that I've used, provided I can find the links, and any references that I make, whether it's movies, music, or video games, because that happens often. But if you're new here, thank you so much for taking a chance on this teeny tiny little tarot channel. I don't have a whole lot of videos, but I love reading, and all likes, shares, and subscribes are deeply appreciated because it helps, other people find my stories. So if you want to get to the reading, I'll put a chapter marker here so you can pop right over, but I do have a tarot intro. It's nothing intense, but it is food for thought. So if you want to hear it, stick with me. And if you want to go over to reading, just you can hit the chapter marker, or if you're on your phone, you can double tap on the right side of the screen. It should take you to the next chapter. So tarot and oracles are tools for self-reflection. It's meant to help guide you when you're making internal decisions with your inner moral compass in pursuit of your own particular brand of happiness. I'm an intuitive reader, so I know the tarot, and I'll read the oracles, but I also work with my guides, my ancestors in the universe. Sometimes a card will come out and I'll say, yes, it represents an archetype, a theme, a cycle, a pattern. But sometimes the card will be utilized by my ancestor guides in the universe to bring forth a message that maybe not always necessarily is a one-to-one, because there are only so many cards in the deck. Sometimes it's a close approximation to what the message is trying to say. It's my job to interpret it for the viewers, and it's up to you all to decide whether or not it resonates. And resonating, it doesn't necessarily look like you watch the video and you're like, well, that doesn't really sound like me. I would never do that, or they would never do that. It probably isn't your reading for the week then, but that's okay. I mean, it's a general reading, but you'll know when it resonates. If it feels like all of a sudden you hear something, you're like, oh, that reminds me of last year, this happened to me, or it's happening to me right now, or I've thought about this and I've not told anyone, but yet here it is in a reading. How weird. Or it speaks to a time, place, person, thing that it plucks a heartstring, essentially. You'll know because it's an immediate response. And if you're like, disagree, or you're fighting the message in any way, it is probably not your reading. And I've seen that happen in other readings, or with other readers. Somebody will get all head up in the comments and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. Which, it just means that we as readers are on here with thousands of other readers reading thousands of cards, bringing in general messages, but these are not, they're not personalized messages. They're just a general that will help speak to a lot of people. So if you find yourself getting really kind of head up or angry, just sit in the energy and be like, wait, why did I react like that? This is one of thousands of tarot readers reading thousands of different cards, and this isn't a personal reading, so why did I get so upset? Sometimes people aren't ready for that heart pluck moment, It's hard to give life and love and attention to your inner world or your shadow, but it's definitely freeing, and I encourage it. But the most important thing is that you are the maestro of your own destiny. I believe in fate and destiny, but I believe they only take you so far. It's up to you to decide if you want to walk that path, advocate for yourself, say that thing, do that thing, express your feelings. It's all up to you. You're co-creating. The universe will bring you opportunities of happiness, of change, of life experiences, but it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to walk that path. So don't give your power up to a tarot reading alone. You are the maestro of your own destiny. You have full autonomy and free will, and tarot and oracle are tools for self-reflection should you choose to utilize them. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Okay, thank you for waiting. I had to relight my candle because it went out. But I'm going to start the pre-shuffle. And I'm going to shuffle and cut it from the middle and read from the middle and the bottom, because it's kind of giving me an idea of where everyone is at before we get into the reading. Kind of like your state of mind. Now, sometimes that can turn out to be a little mini reading of its own, and sometimes it's linked to the main reading. So we'll see where we're at. Ooh, okay. Toxic and denial. Would you want to expose your soulmate to the person that you are today? Are you the person that I deserve to be with? And denial. What truth about yourself are you avoiding? That you that could be interfering with your openness to love. Oh, collective. Here's the thing about these two cards. What this tells me right away, someone in the collective, whether it's you or your person, is very self-aware. And by self-aware, there's a range. There's people who are self-aware that are like, yep, I have a tendency to stonewall in my relationships. And I just shut down. I know I do that. I don't know why I do that. I know I need to fix that because I want to love my partner. I want to love who I'm with. But I always default to stonewalling. Then there's some people who kind of take it too. They're like, oh, I stonewall and I'm so toxic. Oh, I can't be with anybody. I'm just too broken. No one is ever too broken. Everyone can heal. But it does take time. It does take effort. And it does take looking at yourself in the mirror and being honest with yourself. Now, the denial card isn't really about denial. It's about denying yourself the ability to experience love, as it says. What's interfering with your openness to love? Like I said, there's a spectrum here. There are people who are self-aware that, like, yes, I know I stonewall. I don't know why I do it, but I know I do it. And I don't want to do it because it keeps getting in the way of my relationships and making things super difficult. I need to validate their feelings. I need to not stonewall. I need to fix this about myself. There's that. And then there's those that are unnecessarily harsh on themselves and think that they don't deserve it. And that's cutting them off from the ability to experience love. Now, when you are wanting to experience love, but you know that you have some healing to do, it's good to be self-aware. It's good to want to heal and grow for yourself first, and then so you can add people to your life. But understand that you don't have to be perfect. This is something that I feel like I'm going to be saying a lot on my channel. You don't have to be perfect to be happy or in love, or both. Love and happiness don't require perfection. It requires effort, consistency, dependability, showing up for yourself and those that you care about, and vulnerability. Not perfection. Does not. You can be in a relationship and still be healing, provided that you actively keep healing, that you don't just stop once you get into a relationship. But I digress. Let's keep going. This feels like someone in the collective, be it the viewer or the person that the viewer is connected to, very self-aware. Almost to the point of being a little too harsh on themselves. Okay. Cutting the deck and being told to cut it. Bottom heavy. Okay, so that we have partner and unworthy. With our combined skill set, we're going to make an amazing team. Our love will be the greatest love you've ever known. Do you have doubts about your worthiness to receive this love? My goodness. If this isn't exactly what I was just talking about, you know, again, that spectrum from that energy that's like, I don't want to stonewall anymore. I know I do it. I don't know why I do it. I want to stop doing it because it keeps creating friction in my relationship with the person that I love, to the person who feels like they don't deserve it. But in both situations, both people are self-aware about what their shortcomings are. One is unnecessarily, I heard unnecessarily cruel to themselves. So it could be pretty bad. But that doesn't change this. From the person who stonewalls to the person who's being unnecessarily cruel with themselves, there is someone that they want to be better for. Not just themselves, because that is number one. You want to be healed and happy and centered and balanced for yourself. And then for your partner. It's that airplane analogy. You know, when you are taking a flight and the air flight attendant says, When the oxygen masks come down, put yours on first and then help others. Kind of like this. Take care of yourself first. Be happy, healed, settled, balanced, self-loving before you can give that to someone else. There is someone that the collective, or someone the collective is connected to, that they understand is their happiness, or at least someone that they care so deeply about and they want to build a good life, and yet they're either unnecessarily cruel to themselves or realize the amount of work that needs to be done in order to bring this relationship to where both parties are happy, both parties are healthy and happy in their relationship. Let's start the reading. So we have comfortable. Are you really ready to give up your old ways to be with me? Okay, we have that partner card, the one that says, with our skill set, we could build something great. With this comfortable card, are you really ready to give up your old ways to be with me? Are you ready to stop, I heard, self-loathing? Are you ready to stop self-deprecating? Are you ready to start working on this relationship with me? Are you ready to move away from stonewalling? Are you ready to move away from self-limiting beliefs? Are you ready to heal together? Because I get the distinct feeling that the person that is on the other end of this energy isn't, no one's perfect. No one is perfect. And I do feel like they're on their healing journey too. Hold on. I heard the person who's like, I know I stonewall, I don't want to stonewall anymore, or something similar to that, like an emotion bottler on one side. I know I emotion bottle or I stonewall. I know I do it. I don't know why I do it. I want to stop doing it because I want to be able to communicate effectively with my partner. And on the other end, we had an energy of like, I'm not worthy of this person. I know I have a lot to work on. I love them so much, but I don't know if I'm worthy of their love. At first, it felt like it was a range. But now, with this card, it feels like these are two people in this relationship. And this comfortable, are you ready to give up your old ways to be with me? This feels like you all are saying that to one another. Both people who want to heal. Are you ready to work on it together? That's what it feels like. Two people who know there's areas in which both these energies shine and excel. But there's also the very real assessment that both sides need to heal. One's a little bit unnecessarily cruel to themselves, and the other one is very matter of fact. But both want to heal. Are you ready to give up the old ways to be with me? This is conversation. Are you ready to do this together? That's what it feels like. Let me move that back so I can get some more cards. Okay. Interesting. That's never happened in a reading before. Okay, so then we have interference. I wish I had more control over my life right now, but there are others who are influencing me and interfering with my ability to find my own way. There's something about this clock that this person feels like they're losing time. I wish I had more control over my life right now, but there are others who are influencing and interfering with my ability to find my way to you. Someone in this connection, feels beholden to something. Both sides feel like they need healing. They're both very self-aware. They both are like, okay, are you ready to do this? We're ready to do this together? And it's like they want to. They both excel in something great. I don't know what it is. They both excel in something great, very profound. And that's where the connection happened. But there's also being very self-aware that both of these energies need healing. Hold on, let me fix my rig. It's a little bit crooked. Need healing. But there's something, one of these energies has something that is tying them back, holding them back. They're beholding to something. And this is why there's like, there are influences that are interfering in my ability to come towards you. Let's keep going. I want to know what that is. Learning. So we share an interest in learning and gaining knowledge. Could we meet in an educational setting like a class or a seminar? Now, okay, I'm just going to be real. I don't think that you guys are going to take a class together. I mean, it may resonate for very few in the collective, but what this does feel like is we share an interest in learning and gaining knowledge. You both, like I said, you both are very self-aware about their healing. You both excel in a profound way that connected you from the get-go, but both you all's energy to want to learn and grow how to manage your feelings, how to heal from traumas, how to communicate towards each other. Because again, like over here, I feel like there's like an emotion bottler, someone who stonewalls, and someone who has kind of a lower self-opinion of themselves and also feels like there's something holding them back, but both want to move towards each other. And both know that there is healing and they want to do this together. Again, you can be in love, be in a relationship while also healing, provided that you don't stop the healing journey. You take it seriously. But in this, it makes me feel like you all want to heal together. Okay. Destiny. Trust the universe will guide us towards each other, weaving a tapestry of chance meetings and shared experiences that'll lead us to our destined connection. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. It is about two people who are very, very self-aware. I know I keep repeating myself, but this is just so you can see how the story is unfolding in real time for me, the reader, the channeler. Emotion bottler. Someone who doesn't like talking about feelings. Someone who has kind of a lower self-worth and also has something in the background that's kind of tying them back from moving forward. It's like on this side of the energy, I'm just using this for visuals, but this side of the energy, this person's fully ready to move forward. This person wants to move forward, but there's something that's holding them back, and it isn't just emotional things that need to be dealt with, unearthed, validated, given love to, healed. It's not just that. Maybe a job or family or some connection, something that is keeping them from moving together. But both these energies want to work and heal together. They have that shared interest of learning and gaining knowledge together. You can be in love and in happiness together without being perfect while still healing, provided that you continue to heal, because this feels like destiny. This feels like the universe presenting both of these energies with the opportunity to be happy with each other, provided that the effort, the vulnerability, being dependable, being consistent, all of that is present. This is about two people who are on a journey of self-love and self-healing, falling in love and finding healing together. Navigating these ups and downs of finding self-love, finding heal, so that they can love themselves and be better to themselves and to each other. One kind of bottles, one has low self-esteem and kind of is tied to some other outside influences that are keeping them from moving forward, but they both feel like it's destiny, like they know they should be together. They can feel it. There's a pull. Okay. I had some cards that I wanted. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I was going to use a different deck, but I'm going to use this John Holland mega deck that I use. Hold on. I got to grab it. It's quite large. Just a second. Okay. This is it. So bear with me. It's a little bit large. And I'll have to overlay cards. But okay, tell us, Spirit, tell us where these energies are at. Like, tell us the story of these people and where they're going. Help the collective understand and give them guidance. Where are we at right now for the collective? Okay, we had a card turn around. It is the Ace of Cups, love abounds. See how this and this are the color of the heart chakra? Destiny. And this love abounds. Oh, let me put this down. You all know this person is for you. Or you all know that this person is for you, or you are for them, or however you want to think about it. It feels that profound. I just heard it's impossible to think we met by chance, that this was somehow orchestrated in some cosmic way. And here we are. So we have 15 Master card. This is, and see how there's a heart in a box like that? This is equivalent to the Devil card. There is and this also turned around in my hand. So both energies, take it as it resonates, because I don't know who it is. This is a giant stack. These are two decks together because there are two energies who are on the same page, which is why I'm using this deck. One of you, nope, I heard both of you understand this as a great love opportunity. And both of you, in different ways, are letting this devil energy get the better of you. Letting your egoic part of your brain, like, nip at your confidence and nip at the happiness that you found with this person. When I say egoic, I don't mean arrogance. I'm meaning the parameters that, like, society forces upon us, our cultural expectations, our societal expectations, media, movies, religion, all of those things that are like, this is how you should be to be a fully functional adult. It's like, no. What does your heart and soul say? Your heart and soul say that this was the Ace of Cups. This is the Ace of Cups. This is a great love opportunity, but it's your ego that's making you, like, second guess it. I'm not good enough for him. I'm too much trouble. That kind of thing. Okay. There are too many challenges. There's too many roadblocks. Oh, we got up another volunteer. So we've got the Judgment card. So hold on. This is the Judgment card. This Blossom card. I'm sorry. This is the Judgment card. Yeah, this is the Judgment. Sorry, for a minute I thought it was the World, but no, it's the Judgment card. Oh, but that's not by chance. Hold on, I'm hearing something. Okay, so what I was originally going to tie this to is that this Judgment card is about feeling the call of destiny. The Ace of Cups is your destiny. The egoic part of you, that devil card, that devil energy, is making you try to second guess this encounter, this gift, this experience, this emotion, this feeling. But the Judgment card is saying this is your call to destiny. Again, it was in here. And when I thought it was the World card, the World card represents not just how you view everything on a micro level. It, like, changes everything. Like, a micro level would be like, oh, I could see how this would affect my job, or how this would affect my personal home life. No, understanding that you're walking the path, you're aligned to your destined path, that you've, through a series of decisions that you've made, is leading you to an ultimate destined happiness. And once you recognize that everything that you've done, everything that you've gone through, the lessons that you've learned, the steps that you've walked, are every day aligning you to the person that is your Ace of Cups, that is your call to destiny, you start looking at the world differently. Okay? All right. There we go. So we have the Release card. This is the Death card. Both people need to let go of the old version of who they were. Limiting self-thoughts, unhealthy habits, unhealthy negative limiting thoughts, maybe old coping mechanisms. Again, for the person who stonewalled, that was their coping mechanism. When things got overwhelming, when things weren't going to plan, when they felt attacked, when they felt like they weren't enough, they either stonewalled or they kept their feelings inside. And for the person on this side, what they need to release is their feeling of unworthiness, that they were too much for people, that they're too intense, that, they're not as good as other options, that they are all tangled up in some obligation or job or connection that's holding them back. You have to release that in order to let something come in, to let destiny unfold in the way that it will organically over time. You have to release old ways of thinking, old self-limiting thoughts, and allow yourself to be born into like a 2.0 version with someone who is right there wanting to learn and heal with you in tandem in real time. Then we've got the Three of Wands, take the lead. This is about understanding that, first of all, it's an action card. It is wanting, it's having taken, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. It's about having taken a step towards what you want. It's taking that step, taking that action to line things up. That doesn't mean taking the action is going to solve all of your problems or solve all the dilemmas or solve all of the delays so that it can bring you and this person together. But every chance that you have the opportunity to step towards a new version of yourself, to close a cycle that is holding you back, to gain gain new knowledge, and await more opportunities to come on the horizon towards you to bring you step by step closer to your destiny, you are ready to take it. Both people are ready to take it, provided that they're ready to let go of an old phase, an old cycle, an old life, an old way of being. Now, we have the Two of Swords. Refusing to see. This specifically feels like it's the energy that is attached to... let me move these up because I feel like there's going to be a lot of cards coming through today. This is the one that can't see their self-worth in the way that... I'm going to have to... Person A and Person B, okay? So Person A is the one who feels uncomfortable with sharing their emotions. Person B is the person who has kind of low self-worth and is tied to some other situation. Again, it could be a job that's holding them back, some sort of previous obligation, maybe the place that they live, a family dynamic, religious factors, maybe they have children, maybe they have an ex in their life, or maybe they're still connected in some way to a love that is, sorry, hiccup, which means I'm channeling. They're having a hard time seeing that they deserve this abundance and this destiny. They have a hard time seeing the truth of the matter, that they are worth happiness. And I'm not going to lie, they don't feel happy. This energy on this side doesn't feel happy right now. I don't feel like they're destitute, but I can honestly, wholeheartedly, with my whole chest, say that this energy on this side is not happy and content with where they're at right now. Okay? And again, with the refusing to see, if you notice, this person has a third eye on their helmet and they're looking down, but this third eye is looking ahead. Like, that is the truth. This using your intuitive mind, heart of hearts knows that this rebirth, this reinvention of themselves and taking action is what's needed. They might have a hard time seeing the path forward, but I understand. It feels like this person understands that their energies together are destiny. It's where they're supposed to be. Okay. We have Emperor energy. This is having the confidence to protect, to nurture. It's the energy of all the kings. The king of logic and intellect, the king of emotions and intuitions, the king of action and charisma, and the king of stability and finances. This is all of that rolled up into one. And it's interesting that it's under this interference card and the learning card. It's like with this Emperor energy, both parties know the possibility, what could be this powerful union. Fiery, this is Aries energy too, by the way. Fiery Aries energy. This is powerful. They both understand that this is what's possible. But one side can only see, no, that's not true. Both sides can see what the interference is. Both sides can see they want to learn and grow and heal together. But one of them is, at this point, it's kind of hard to see. One of them can't see the forest through the trees. They can't see that. I just heard, I don't know if this is if we can work this out, or if we can make this happen. I'm hearing, I don't know if we can work this out. I don't know if we can make this happen between us, even though it feels like destiny. And they refuse to see that they're already on the path to fulfilling their destiny. And in the same breath, they are walking the path energetically with that person side by side, walking that path to that stableness. They're walking that path every day, learning and growing and healing. And they're saying, I don't know if we can make this happen. And they have no idea. They cannot see the forest of the trees. They cannot see that they are already walking the path of alignment. My goodness. Let's see what else we have. So we have 8 of Wands. Accelerated motion. I love how we have this falling star here. The star energy, this is not the star. This is incoming messages. This is the 8 of Wands. But this is the 8 of Wands, a message from star energy. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your desires, wish fulfillment, healing. These are messages from star energy to be, and I literally just said it. You are already walking the path of what's in alignment for you, because you've met this energy, because you both want to learn and grow together, because you're both ready to move away from old cycles to become that 2.0 version of yourselves together, because you both understand that this somehow is not just a random happenstance, but this was meant for you guys to walk it, regardless of one side ready to move forward and the other one wants to move forward, but there's some other kind of energy or obligation, job, living situation, children, family, religious factors, past lovers, current lovers, something that's holding them back. Whatever is transpiring, I keep hearing someone can't see it. They keep asking themselves, I'm not sure this is going to happen. I don't know if we're going to end up together. And they cannot see that they are already walking the path towards their destiny. Star energy coming in with messages to confirm the hopes, dreams, wishes, desires, and healing. Healing together. Now we have the Chariot. We have a message, 8 of Wands, from star energy about hopes, dreams, wishes being realized, moving every day. They don't even realize because they refusing to see. They cannot see that they're already on the path to destiny. They're already on the path to becoming the 2.0, rebirthing themselves into this new version in which they can come together with something that they feel is not just happenstance. And now we have the Chariot being pulled by 2 beings, one black and one white. Usually it's a horse. Sometimes they're chimeras, sometimes they're sphinxes, but one is black, one is white. That means your internal world and your external world are on the same path, moving forward. You can also see it as you and your person moving towards in the same direction. And when both shadow and light, internal, external, your person and the other person, when you all are facing the same direction and moving towards in the same direction and in alignment, you move that much faster. Eight of Wands is about fast moving messages from the star energy, about hopes, dreams, wishes. The Chariot is about fast moving momentum. It's so interesting because it's like these energies that know they need to heal and are very self-aware about the things that they want to heal and progress within themselves so they can heal together. It's like they're both kind of, oh, I don't know about this connection. When I'm looking at the reading, it's like they have no idea. Collective, you may not even realize, or your person may not realize this, but you already are walking the path to destiny. Star energy is coming through as messages, and the Chariot's like it's coming in faster than you think. Okay, so now that we have those cards, let's see. Can I get a card to clarify or add to the card of the rebirth card? the clarification for this death card, this rebirth card, this becoming the 2.0 card is the Fool card. By allowing yourself to release old phases, old chapters, old ways of being, old relationships, old obligations, whatever it is that is holding you back from your destiny, the person that you want to be with. If you can do that, then it again, I can't even say if you can do that. It feel like the process has already happened. You as both energy are actively in the process of metamorphosizing as this reading is going on. And by doing that, you're allowing yourself the time, the space, the kindness, the love, the ability, the freedom to experience something new, something exciting. This new adventure between you and this person are so like enthralling and captivating. By allowing this rebirth of yourself as it's happening right now, the metamorphosis will release you into a freedom to be yourself and to move towards an ultimate happiness of destiny. For this action card, take the lead. What do we have? Two of Cups coming together. By taking action, every time every time the universe presents you with a path that takes you a step closer, whether it be a conversation, an open, honest, courageous conversation where you're being truthful with each other, you take that action to step forward and be like, let's have this conversation. It's leading you closer every day to your destiny. It's allowing this new adventure, this new wonder to unfold in a romantic way. It is allowing the possibility for new happiness to come together, this eye-to-eye energy. Anytime the universe is presenting you with a new path of staying with the old way of being and a new path towards your destiny, this card is letting me know that you all are taking the path every single time towards your destiny. And yet here we are with the energy of both of you all not really able to see or refusing to see that you are already walking this path towards each other. Hold on, that was too many. So for the Two of Swords, or refusing to see, or the inability to see what it feels like. Oh. So we have the Five of Cups in reverse. This is about not the pain of lost connections or the pain of lost relationships. This is understanding what happened in past relationship. This is understanding what happened in past love and learning from that, growing from that, taking lessons from that, understanding and forgiving yourself for any of the times that you may have fumbled, you may have fallen, you may have acted out of ego or shame or fear. Forgiving yourself and learning from past relationships. I mean, how is anyone supposed to know what works for them or what doesn't work for them until we go through a series of different relationships? This is how we know. This is how we learn. And refusing to see, or the inability to see, is it's not that they don't believe that they're on this path of alignment, it's questioning, how can this happen? How would this ever happen? It's so weird. It's like two people on this road and holding hands down this road, and in my mind I can see them getting smaller and smaller down the road, and they keep asking themselves, how is this going to happen? How is this going to be, as they're actively walking towards the sun and the sunset? It's because of the fact that they're willing to take this chance. They're willing to come together seeing eye to eye, because they understand, because both of them are willing and have been doing the introspection and retrospection over past relationships to learn, to grow, to forgive themselves from those moments when you made decisions out of fear or shame or guilt. It's about growth. It's like, I don't want to laugh, and I'm not trying to laugh at anybody, but it almost seems a little silly for this energy to keep like energetically asking me, but how is it all going to work out? I'm hearing Austin Powers being, what does it all mean, Basil? While at the same time they are actively holding hand in hand, walking towards their destiny together. Okay, so let's get the card for this authority card, this Emperor card, or this Aries fire energy card. Oh, hold on. Okay. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about making the effort. This is about putting effort in where it matters. This is about finding peace and joy and fulfillment in what you do. If what you're doing is healing yourselves, if what you're doing is moving towards your greatest good, your greatest abundance, if what you're doing is communicating to each other that y'all want to be together, but you all have to heal and take this day by day, step by step, you are putting an effort in places that make you happy, that give you fulfillment, that makes you feel like you're working towards a purpose. Again, another sign that you are walking the path of your alignment and destiny. Oh my goodness. This is such a good reading. I don't know if anybody else is like resonating with this or feels this, but it feels like it's like I'm watching a show, you know, where like a rom-com where these two people can't see that even through like the life's trials and tribulations, by every step that they take, by every little obstacle here and there that they've overcome, they are taking a step towards each other and they don't even realize it, but it's happening in real time. Like the universe is looking down and smiling upon y'all. So we have Six of Swords, moving on. Now moving on, Six of Swords energy is not moving on as in you're moving on from this relationship. This is moving on, like moving forward. This is making forward progression through truth, through honesty, and understanding. And in some cases, it is about moving in general. Like this energy here, I'm not sure who it is. Yes, you guys could be progressing forward in an honest way, but it also can be, oh my gosh, that's the second time I hiccup. Oh my God, another one. That's 3. If 333 has been happening a lot for you all, take that as it resonates. 3s are angel numbers, and not just because my name is Angel, they are called angel numbers. There may be daydreams. Sorry. There may be daydreams about moving, about visiting, about going to where they are to share time, love, and energy where they are, and they with you. But I'm getting the feeling that maybe you all don't live in the same city. Maybe you live like, you know, cities away, or maybe even like a state away. There's a lot tied up in this moving energy. This is not moving on from the connection. This is moving on as moving away from old things, moving away from old cycles, moving away from old connections, moving towards what you want. This could be, like I said, could be about actual moving. Okay. I'm getting all like hyped because it feels like you all are like in your egoic mind. You're like, how is this going to work? But from a soul perspective, from a spiritual perspective, from a heart perspective, I believe if you really, really peeled away just the societal crap that is flooding all of our minds every day of the week, trying to make us feel like we're inadequate, that we aren't living our life the way we're supposed to. If we really peel all that bullshit away and we focus on what our heart says, what our heart wants, what our soul says, what our soul wants, spiritually, I think you all know that you're walking the path towards each other. It's just scary to admit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like you all are like, well, this shouldn't be able to happen, or I can't see how this would be able to happen, even though we're feeling. But again, put all that egoic shit to the side. What is your fucking heart and your soul saying? Because if it's saying what it's saying in this reading, you all are walking hand in hand down a road towards the sun, saying, how is this going to work? How are we going to end up together? And you guys are already walking the path. Like, already walking that, golden road towards the sun. And you guys keep looking at each other and smiling and being like, how is this going to work? Y'all already walking towards it. Okay. One more card to close it out. And then we'll get an oracle. Here we got 2. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles and the crown chakra. So to me, this makes me feel the 4 of Pentacles is about, yes, it can be about holding on to something, but also it's about sometimes self-protection. And the crown chakra is about, in this situation, this is about the connection between you and your person, this destiny person, this person that you feel intrinsically pulled to. By connecting with this person has kind of unlocked your crown chakra. I wouldn't be surprised if you all feel like you're connected in some strange kind of like woo-woo telepathic way. Maybe you're seeing a lot of synchronicities. I just said the thing about 333s and about angel numbers. It doesn't even have to be 33. It could just be about repeating numbers. It could just be like what seems like serendipitous timing, where like, you're going to pick up the phone to call them and then they call you before you get to call them, or you're about to message them and then they pop up online. There's something about the universe being like, look, stop being so guarded, stop doubting it, and just let the universe do its thing. You guys already found each other. Just kind of roll with it. Your crown chakra, your intuition has already been activated. That's one of the main things that like solidifies the fact that you are with a person that I would consider as like a destiny connection. Someone that you met for a reason. So let's get some cards from The Universe Has Got Your Back. We're just going to take a couple. Actually, it's a combination of The Universe Has Got Your Back as well as Super Attractor, I think is what it's called. But we're going to get 3 because I said 3 earlier and you might be seeing 3. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so the first one is my vibes speak louder than my words. Then we've got, to begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. Let me just read that one more time. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. I just said, let it happen organically. You got to open up, let things happen as they will. Let the universe do its magic and unfold this beautiful destined path for you and this new love that's entering in your life or is already there. And one more. I said one more when we got 3, but I will take it because it's 3. Okay. When I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. Then we have, when I live and act from a place of spiritual alignment, I can trust that everything is working out for me, even if I don't know how or when it will happen. The last one is, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And that, my friends, is the reading for today. I love this. It's giving me all kinds of like good feeling goosies. And I hope this resonated with someone because this really feels, it's actually very sweet. And I hope that it resonates. I hope it gave you perspective, and I hope it helps whoever it needs to help whenever they see this. This is Rabbit and Moon Tarot. My name is Angel, and I will see you at the next reading.